Hello everyone, and welcome to our first podcast. I'm Jay.
And I'm Swarles.
And today we're going to be talking about stuff that's not going to age your life in any way.
Our apologies.
Our apologies. Alright, I want to start today off, if that's alright with you,
There you go.
with a story that happened to me a couple of weeks ago.
Do I know this story?
You do not know this story. So what I was doing, is me and my mum go to this restaurant quite a lot, and we know all the waiters and the people that work there and stuff, and we're quite friendly with them. We talk to them whenever we go in there.
What type of restaurant?
It's an Italian. You know it. You've been there.
What?
Yeah.
Is that Angelo's?
No, not Angelo's. No, that's in Twickenham.
Ah.
So no, we were sitting in there. We were having our lunch, and this waitress comes along outside, and she sees obviously what was one of her partners, colleagues. So obviously another waitress in there, and begins to wave to her. Now, being the mong as I am, I think she's waving to me. So I wave back as the waitress is bringing the food to our table. And the waitress outside is keeping dead straight eye contact with that waitress. And then she puts our plates down waves back.
So you're just like gone in between the two eye lines, going waving like a...
With my, yes. So I've got, I've still got my hand up as she's putting the food down, and then she waves to her. The waitress outside then walks off, and I'm left there with egg on my face. It's like, Dan is not on fire. Have you seen the videos? His cringe attack thing. It was one of those moments, when you just think back, you're like, why am I so awkward and uncomfortable with everything in my life? Have you ever had one of those moments?
Not with waiters.
Not with waiters, no.
Well, if you count Starbucks employees, Starbucks employees.
Yes.
If you count Starbucks employees as waiters, then I've had a few Starbucks stories.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a few.
Well, I was in Camden once. It was during my indie rock hippie stage.
Oh, of course. Wearing
bandanas, thinking of the ocean and the stars and that one moon in the sky.
There's only one.
Only one, yeah.
Not the other one.
I went into Starbucks. I had some bongos around my neck.
Oh, of course.
I don't know how I lost them. So they took them away from me.
Why?
Because if you go into Starbucks and you're playing bongos in the corner...
yes, okay.
They are going to want to take your stuff away.
Yeah, I can see why.
That wasn't even the worst part of the day, to be honest. I went inside, only guy in the queue, ordered a small cappuccino, got my order wrong straight away, gave me a large latte, and that wasn't the worst one. They ripped my name on the side of this cup, not even my fucking real name. D-U-E-L.
Duel.
Duel.
Your name... Now, let me clarify. Your name is not Duel.
No.
No, your name is not... So why have they put your name as Duel?
I don't know.
You don't know. Did you complain?
Well, I was more pissed off that I got a large latte. But, Starbucks. You know what Starbucks employees are like. Well, most of them are just failed script writers, models... I'm running us. And if you go into Starbucks, you agree. Hello?
One sec. I apologise for that. We've just had an encounter with a ghost.
Lucy's back again.
What happened was, as we were recording the podcast, as the professional people we are, Swarles had forgotten to lock his door. So, we've just been interrupted by a ghost as it tried to enter our house.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. So anyway, what were you saying?
Anyways, Starbucks employees.
Yes, Starbucks employees.
We all know Starbucks employees are failed scriptwriters, failed models, and if you go into Starbucks, you'll find one douche on a laptop, an iPad, just sitting there, writing a douchey thing with their seven of them with douchey goatees and turtlenecks, not saying anyone, Steve Jobs. And... they take up all the fucking room of a table just to have all this equipment there.
Yes.
While you're standing there in the fucking corner like a mong, holding bongos around your neck and a fucking wrong-ordered coffee.
Apologise to no one, because Starbucks sucks. Spoilers.
Yeah, Costa's better.
Alright, I think that's got... Any more awkward encounters you've had recently?
I was at...
That's not really a cringe attack, though, is it? Because
I was at a gig once. to go see...
Which gig?
An Imagine Dragons gig.
Oh, right.
They're my favourite band. You know I love them.
Yeah, I'm very aware.
I've always had that weird obsession with dragons.
Mm-hmm.
A college friend.
Yes.
I made good friends with.
Yes.
Beautiful girl. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very attractive.
Obviously.
Now, I was at the gig.
Oh, no. Yes?
And I just thought, I had my weird clothes on. I thought, Joe, it's a gig. I like people weird dress weird for gigs. Like they have face paint, they have the weird ripped clothes.
Yeah.
Don't know why they have ripped clothes. I thought I saw her there.
Yes.
And the way we greet each other is by grabbing each other's breasts.
Breasts. I see.
And it looked like her. It definitely looked like her. I've gone behind this poor lass. And been like, Amy! That wasn't the worst part.
That wasn't the worst part. Who was it? Was it like your mum?
No.
Oh.
Then her boyfriend came along.
Oh, God. How do you get yourselves into these situations?
I'm an art student.
Oh, of course. I'm an art student, it's just natural.
Well, art students have excuses for everything. Like, you don't have an education. Art student.
Art student.
You're never going to learn anything in life. Art student.
Art student.
Charlie, it's time to get up. Art student.
Oh, no. 5 more minutes, I'm an art student.
I don't have any real education. You'll see me outside a gallery one day, drawing on the pavement.
Hooray.
I'm going to make it.
I'm going to make it, Mum.
I've done it, Mum. I did it.
Are you proud yet? I did it, Mum. Alright, I believe there was a article or story you wanted to share.
Oh, yeah.
Swarles?
Now, CBeebies.
CBeebies.
Most people will...
For people who don't live in the UK, CBeebies is like a child's show for... You know, there's a child's channel. Yeah, for kids 7 below. So it's very young child.
It's one of the major channels in this country.
Oh, yeah.
Major channels.
It's run by the BBC.
Now, I found this article a couple of weeks back, and I just got addicted to it straight away. Now, there was this old show called Tickabella. Tickabella was a show about where they tried to help kids, like drawing, about sign language.
Yes.
Most of the time it was disabled children, which
I
love the idea of. But this is what got me. Now, there are 2 presenters. One called Justin. Justin today is doing that show, Mr. Tumbus.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Tumble.
Tumbus.
Mr. Tumnus is the guy from Narnia. He's the goat man from Narnia. That's not Mr. Tumnus.
He could be. Anyways, yeah. And the other one was called Sarah. And the dragon, of course, was called Tamba.
I have no idea. I don't watch it.
Tamba. It was called Tamba. It was a kind of a purplish dragon puppet that was a copyright of Spyro.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like Spyro, which probably the reason why I started watching it as a child.
Obviously.
Now, this is what really got me.
What really got you? Tell me. Explain to me your situation.
CBeebies' favourite, Sarah Jane Honeywell, has confessed to a 50,000 cocaine addiction and revealed she was hooked on Prozac while she was presenting Tickabilla.
Wait, what? While she was presenting it?
Yeah, she was...
So while she was presenting the show, she was on cocaine?
Yeah.
So actually while she was recording, not just while she was, at her home, she was actually on crack.
During the show.
That's adorable.
I'm just picturing her with... just standing there, right in front of the fucking camera. She's sweating, and the person, every 5 minutes, has to come and hit her head with a towel to get the sweat away.
The dragon's like, come on, Sarah, shake the fuck up.
Yeah, she's just looking at that dragon like...
She probably thought she... Can you imagine being on crack cocaine while you're fucking presenting with a puppet dragon?
For CBeebies. For CBeebies.
That's
for a child.
That's amazing.
Makes you wonder, do you think Justin was on crack as well?
Oh, probably. Most of them probably are. I mean, have you seen some of the shit they have to do? Have you seen some of the bollock shows that they have to present?
You have to be cracked to present it.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's part of the requirement. But 50,000, fucking hell. I didn't know they were paid that well. Lovely 39-year-old former star said...
This is what got me.
What?
The bubbly 39-year-old former star said for a short time, for a time, She snorted 20 lines of coke every night.
Every night?
So all her wages are going into these 20 lines.
Fucking hell. 20 lines of coke every night.
In a confession to the Sun, which is our newspaper, one of our main newspapers.
Yes.
This is her quoting. I was a 7 grams a night coke addict. My addiction was so bad, the cocaine started to control my life.
Fucking no shit. If you're taking 20 fucking lines a night.
Do you think the dragon was the dealer?
Fuck, probably.
The dragon was probably
most likely it's like, hey, fucking Sarah Jane Hollywell, you wanna buy some cocaine from me? Hey.
The dragon's a girl.
Hey, God. Shit. I can't do fucking voices.
Just like,
hey, you want to go get some crack, Lou? You want to go get some crack? What? They're also Irish as well.
Irish Scottish.
Let them share.
Me mum thought I go me Canadian.
Me too. Little known fact about dragons, they're all Irish.
Skyrim would be interesting. Well, actually, Skyrim doesn't have dragons. It's wyverns. Wyverns. They're not called Dragonborn. It's the Wyvernborn.
Sorry.
Right. This is what she worked for the CBeebies between 2002 and 2008, but episodes of many of her programs are regularly broadcast on the channel today. So the show has been
still going on, even though she's been
sacked.
Wow.
Now I would love
obviously.
I'd love to rewatch some of these episodes to see her face, the makeup they've had to use to cover the eyes and the shivers of the crack.
Yeah. Well, the BBC's fucked anyway, so of course they're doing repeats, even if one of their presenters was on crack.
Look at this. She has spoken out because she believes simply telling children not to take drugs is not enough.
Well, of course it's not enough. Everyone knows it's illegal. It's like, don't take... People know it's illegal to take marijuana. They still fucking take it.
Yeah. They'll probably try and use the puppet as a symbol. Don't take crack, kids.
Don't. I thought it was a girl. Don't take crack, kids.
It's a different puppet.
I see.
Actually, there was a different puppet on the show, I think.
Was there?
There was a cat, which was like...
How do you know so much about this show?
It was my childhood. A crack presenter was my childhood.
A crack presenter was my childhood. That sounds like a...
It was like...
That sounds like a name of a Jeremy Kyle episode.
She argued... She argued, we tell young people all the time, do not do drugs. Do not do drugs. But we don't tell them why. Do not tell them why. So like, don't do drugs. That's like when you go swimming, don't dive in the pool. Do you know what I mean? Why?
That's obvious. Why? It's obvious why you shouldn't take drugs. But then again, it depends what kind of kid she's talking about. If you talk about if they talk about the people that take drugs mostly, which is like teenagers. Which is, I think, assume she's talking about when she means kids.
Exactly.
But they already know it's bad because they've already had the talk with their teachers and stuff. Because they get taught in, like, year 6 and year 7 now.
They don't even know what a fucking drug is at the time.
I know, but if she mean, like...
Their only problem at the time is, fuck this, I'm going home to watch Pingu.
I was going to say, this woman's retarded, but of course she's taking 20 lines of cocaine a day, so... Of course she's fucking retarded. Dear God.
Here she is again. Up until falling off the wagon at 24, I was a total good girl. I didn't even drink.
Yeah.
I had an ideal family who brought me up so well. Bollocks. I have never seen my parents drunk.
Bollocks.
If you're a good girl, you're doing fine at up to 24. Yeah. What went wrong? I'm guessing college years.
Oh, probably.
College years, you just... What do you want to do in life? Oh, I want to get into the media industry. Oh, alright.
No.
Alright. You realise you're actually working with this dragon right here?
Yeah, you're working with this dragon?
I'm picturing the dragon... I'm just picturing the dragon with some sunglasses and a cigarette just sitting there. The guy under the desk is holding the dragon puppet.
Mm.
It's like...
you what?
You what?
You what, mate? Oh, God.
Alright, here we go. Speaking of media. When I first entered the entertainment industry, I was shocked by the number of people taking drugs.
Really?
So half the BBC department is just taking drugs.
Yeah, well, there's not a week that goes by where it's like, this guy takes cocaine.
But then I saw some of those people start to do well in their careers, and I questioned whether I was making the right decision.
Oh my fucking God. This woman is retarded. This woman is retarded. Oh, these people are all taking drugs and they're doing well in their career. Guess I'll take drugs too. And then where'd she get? On fucking CBBS with a fucking dragon.
There's Dave over there, he's like passed out and he's like...
But in all fairness, I guess it works. Because if she was... This is saying what I think it's saying, which is that she's obviously wasn't doing well and then she saw people taking drugs and they got further in her career. And then she started taking... Wait, did she start taking drugs and then getting CBBS? Or...
She was in the media industry. I think she was in the industry.
Yeah.
She saw people taking these drugs.
Yeah, so...
And she think, if I take drugs, I can get higher in the...
Yeah, so she obviously took drugs, and it worked, because then she got a job on CBBS.
They probably thought, oh, she's very good with quick kids. She wasn't seeing kids, she was seeing pixies and elves dancing at midgets.
Exactly. Dance with me, elves.
Dance with me, elves.
I want to go home. Shut up.
Shut up, my
I want to dance.
But here we go. I came to a point in my life where I decided that I wasn't going to make judgments about anything I hadn't tried myself. So she's not going to judge she's not going to judge these people.
Yeah.
Until she becomes one of them.
I
can't judge. Pete may be on the corner having an overdose, but
Pete. Good old Pete.
Oh, I like Pete the Donut Boy.
Pete the Donut Boy, mate.
He's a major part. Maybe he snuck drugs. Snuck drugs into his
He
donuts.
snuck drugs.
He snuck drugs into the donuts.
Smucking sounds like something sexual.
I think schmuck is a word for an idiot.
Well, yeah, it is, but you didn't say schmuck.
I said schmuck.
Oh, whatever, carry on.
Carry on. She was encouraged to take the drug
by a friend. What a lovely person.
It was the dragon.
It was the fucking dragon. It's like, hey, you want to try some drugs? It's like fucking Towley from South Park.
It is South.
It's a dragon. Jesus Christ.
I was picturing just like, Tamba, how do you stay so calm on air?
Take some of this.
What is it?
know you are real nice.
What is it, Sherbet? Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Then just some Jimi Hendrix music goes in the background while she's taking it. That's not Jimi Hendrix.
That's not Jimi Hendrix in the slightest.
You're like,
Didn't you find something else about this woman? Wasn't she like...
Oh, yeah.
Naked or something?
Yeah. The following week this story came out.
But the following week?
Yeah, the following week.
Jesus Christ.
She was a drug-shame kids TV star goes topless.
In like a photo shoot, or...?
No, she went on holiday and she had her tits hanging
out. Oh, wait, like sunbathing, or...?
No, she literally just had her tits out and went had a dive into the sea.
Into the sea?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Where she is, there's a boat. It's a docking port.
So she's still on cocaine. If she's gone topless on holiday and jumped off a port... Fucking hell.
See boobies.
Bum bum.
Bow bow. The thing is, that gets me.
What?
Is that it's always the child presenters that are always turning out to be the nut jobs. Like, first there's this, then there was Jimmy Savile.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Savile.
Well, no, because, Smart.
Yeah.
Years ago. There was that, the guy with the white hair that used to present it. He was like manic depressive and he killed himself. Mark. Yeah, he killed himself and he was like manic depressive. And also the woman on it, not sure if it was from Smart, but there's a blonde woman who used to present CBBC and some shows on CBBC. And it's like years later she came out and she's like, "Oh, I hate kids so much." And like, how do these people get the job?
I know. And then I was watching this other show on the worst channel possible.
What?
Channel 5.
Channel 5.
Such bullshit dramas.
Uh-huh.
Why aren't I that famous yet?
Why aren't I?
What?
I wonder why.
Then just like people.
Because you're asking questions like, why aren't I fat famous?
And then she said, maybe I need to do some photo shoots to get famous.
Yeah.
So she went to this like different photo places. Like one of them was that helped people like Charlotte Church to get to the top. Now she wasn't, and they openly said to her, "You're not that pretty."
Wow.
You're not that pretty.
Wow.
Now, then she went to this other place, this magazine place.
Yeah.
It was porn. It was a porn magazine.
It was a porn magazine.
It was just porn everywhere.
That's adorable.
And the women were working there more than men.
Well, of course, it's a fucking porn magazine.
The porn industry is no. The women were doing the computers, the tea. No, men were there. It was run by women.
I thought you meant like they were doing of course, the women were doing more work than men. Yeah.
The men were just sitting back and letting it happen.
Yeah, they were.
Cassandra!
Cassandra, come here.
Come here, Cassandra.
Come here. Oh, dear.
God.
Right, I think we should move on to our big story of the day, which I believe you came up with the idea with, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Now, I'm a big geek for certain games.
Oh, well, so is who isn't?
Yeah, but you know me. Once I get into a game, I learn the fucking characters. I buy all the action figures.
Yep.
I get the side novels.
Yep.
I look up the trivia.
Yep.
And in the end, I've got a sad room full of all these collectibles where no one gives a shit about me.
Sad or epic?
Epic in my opinion, sad to others.
Sad to those with lives.
Especially women. Women.
Yeah, have you seen that picture? And it's like two pictures, like a guy clubbing and a guy sitting home on the computer, and it's like both think the others are losers, which is so true.
Yeah.
It's
to be honest, gamers, like with gamers, none are like nerds and the clubbers.
Yeah.
It's more of the fact that they're doing it on different nights.
Yeah.
Like, a gamer doesn't have to be a geek which is locked in his room trying to get 5 minutes out of the latest Half-Life.
Yeah.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
The latest Half-Life, the one that came out, when was the last Half-Life? Oh, I don't even fucking know. I'm not even going to try and guess, because it was so long ago.
Speaking of Half-Life, did you know Valve?
I'm aware of Valve.
There was a conspiracy that there was this weird conspiracy my friend brought to me. There was like Valve and Apple were trying to create this two type of software.
Yeah.
But when they tested the software, it made the person a guinea pig.
Yeah.
Not actual guinea pig, like the people testing it, go blind.
Software.
Yeah, the software go blind. And I'm just sitting here, and I was like,
wait, so is this an actual thing, or has someone just made this up?
Someone told me this, and I'm just thinking, right.
I feel like if that were a fact, it would be on the news.
Exactly. And to be honest, no one knows hardly anything to do with Valve, to be honest. It's a good game.
What do you mean? Valve is one of the best game company in the world.
Yeah, it's one of the best game companies.
No, it's probably it owns Steam, it does Half-Life and Portal, it does Dota 2, it does Team Fortress 2.
No, I love Valve. I love Valve to bits.
Amazing.
But the thing that gets to me is that if you ask, do you know what Valve is? They're like, no.
No.
Do you know what BioWare is? They're like, yeah. EA. Oh, we love EA.
Fuck EA in the face. It's because EA... Does EA do FIFA? I think EA does FIFA.
To be honest, this is my opinion on FIFA. If you can't fucking play football in real life, why play it on the fucking telly?
Outside.
Get outside, play football outside. But man, I can't play outside. The bullies are waiting for me.
Then it's one of the classic guy games, isn't it? Like Call of Duty and everything else.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the thing about Call of Duty is they got to stop them eventually. Cause
they've died down. Call of Duty's died massively.
After the first Modern Warfare, I think... I loved Modern Warfare, the first one only.
Yeah.
You know my opinion on Black Ops.
I'm very aware. I'm very aware of your opinion.
Thieving bastards.
Oh, I know. But, no, it's going to die out soon, because there's so many other good games out there that do the same thing and better.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that scenario for a shooter game. Like, one of my... Like, this is one of the shooter games I'm talking about now. Bioshock Infinite.
Bioshock fucking Infinite. No one knows who Bioshock Infinite is, what the game is, then just sort your life out.
Sort your life out.
Because, seriously.
Well, to be honest, with Bioshock, the first two, I understand it's confusing too, but when they made Infinite, I think they were trying to get a more of a you in touch with the characters, because in the first two, there was hardly any...
Well, Bioshock's one of the most, popular gaming things in the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, up there, so... Everyone's got high expectations, and they've got to build on top of those things each game. They've got to keep making them better.
People I understand that with Bioshock. It's a shooter, but in most games, they add choices.
Yeah.
Now, I understand most people complain, they weren't good choices. It's because it's a shooter. Now, for choices, it's for RPGs, like Skyrim.
Yeah. No, there are no choices in Bioshock Infinite, are there?
There are some choices, but it don't inflict the ending.
Yeah.
And, in Skyrim, it's loads of choices, but then you've killed, a certain character, and it'd be you can't complete them 7 missions because he's dead. You're like, oh.
Oh.
So they're just stuck on your menu for the rest of your days.
For the rest of your days.
And that annoys me.
That's why you shouldn't go around killing people.
It's not me most of the time. Most of the time it's the dragon. The wyvern.
Singular.
The wyvern.
Oh, sorry.
But speaking about Bioshock is, because one of our favourite games.
Oh yeah.
Dishonored.
I've
looked at them. I've played them both. I got Dishonored first before I got Bioshock.
Yep.
When I played Bioshock, I realised that they could mainly be the same game, but with different.
What do you mean?
Perks. Well,
explain to me what you mean. I don't understand.
Most of the stuff in the games are similar. Like, we got this. Like, example. I'll start with this. The background where it's all set. The city. The main city. Bioshock spoilers.
Uh-huh.
This is a spoiler. We'll announce it. If you haven't played neither of this game, major fucking spoilers.
But seriously, go play these games. They're amazing.
They're in my top 10, to be honest. They're in my top 10.
Yeah.
Bioshock is Infinite. Bioshock Infinite is set. Sorry, I can't talk today. Bioshock is set in the world, in the sky, Columbia. The flying city, Columbia.
Yeah, not the actual Columbia, America.
No. The thing with Bioshock is they love to screw around the timelines.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the idea with steampunk. Steampunk with trying to make modern technology into old age, like cogs and gears.
Yeah, well, what is steampunk? Is like futuristic technology mixed with
the past.
Yeah,
like
which I quite enjoy.
It's better than the Cybergoth theory.
Yeah,
and with Columbia, the idea is you can get around Columbia, flying city, but it's not just a flying city as in like it's a city flying. It's like different portions of each building and part of the city are just floating thanks to blimps and like rockets.
Yeah.
And you get around these places with the skylines, I get it.
Uh-huh.
I understand that. While in Dishonored is like Dunkirk.
Yeah.
It's a city, just
Dunwall.
Dunwall?
Well, no, yes, Dunwall.
Oh, I thought it was Dunkirk.
I think, no, Dunkirk. Dunkirk's a real place, I think. Don't ask me. I'm being retarded.
Dunwall is more straightforward. It's simply an ugly, grim place to be.
Yeah, Bioshock, it's a very pretty game. It's very pretty. It uses a lot of different colours. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's quite a pretty game, whereas Dishonored is quite dark and grey, but that's the tone it's trying to set. It's trying to set because the whole city's meant to be corrupt and everything.
It's meant to be corrupt, there's a rat plague, and the poor just die and turn into ghastly zombies called Weepers.
Yes, but they don't die. Weepers are people who are infected, and they haven't died yet, but they're giving up on life, basically. So they're past the point where they can't be helped.
I understand that. I mean, because, like you said, this is supposed to be the age of depression.
Yeah. Well, it's meant to be the time of the Black Plague, and so it's meant to set the whole dark tone, and you're meant to, you're like an assassin and everything. So you work in the shadows as well, so it works. While
Bioshock, when you play as your character, you've entered Haven.
You're this big fuck-off guy that doesn't give a shit. You go around shooing guys, you don't give a fuck.
Robbing them, stealing their floor sandwiches.
Exactly, floor sandwiches are the best.
The only time when a sandwich on the floor can be helpful.
Yep. We're in Dishonored. No, in Bioshock. Derp.
I do like the idea of what you said with each sequence. Like, Bioshock is supposed to be... Columbia is supposed to be heaven.
Yes.
It's their version of heaven.
Well, yeah.
Until Judgment Day.
Yeah, it's a religious place, isn't it?
Yeah. And that... Dunwall is just Zelok, and it's going into an age where it's crumbling.
Yeah.
And, well, when it comes to it, between both of them, I don't think there can be a better city. I think they're both...
Well, they both fit as suit the style of the game. Because, as I said, Dishonored, you're meant to like live in the shadows, and it fits the tone of the thing because it's meant to be corrupt and everything. Whereas Dishonored, it's a very pretty game. It's meant to be all heavenly and mystical and stuff, and it fits the art style very well. So they're both... You can't really compare the cities, but if I had to choose, I'd choose Columbia because it's a lot cooler. It's quite cooler and it's a lot prettier, and it's less depressing overall.
Another thing with Bioshock and Dishonored is NPCs and companions.
I'm very aware of NPCs.
When I started playing Bioshock, I fell in love with this character, just one of the main characters. Well, she is the main character. I'm sorry. Apart from you, she's.
I wonder who you mean.
Well, of course, I'm talking about Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Well, if you don't know Elizabeth is a young woman with mysterious powers and a mysterious backstory.
Mm-hmm. Which you uncover during the course of the game.
Now, what I love is the voice actress who did it, Courtney Draper. She did her performance made me cry. It made me cry.
In which bit? What bit did you cry?
Just one of the endings and stuff. When you're finding out about Elizabeth, you just realise what she's been through. It makes you want to.
We didn't say spoilers, right?
We're not actually revealing what's happening at the end.
Oh, yeah, true, fine. Yeah, that's massive spoilers.
And, well, this is... spoiler now. One of them mysterious powers is... She has a thimble on her one finger.
Yes.
On this little pinky... Basically, she has half a bit of her finger missing, so she's put a thimble to protect where that point joint is. She can open these things called tears, which open parallel dimensions.
Yes.
Parallel? Parallel.
Parallel.
Well, Dishonored's character, Emily...
Emily's rubbish. Emily can't do shit.
Yeah, well, first she gets herself kidnapped. She gets herself kidnapped. She's always getting into trouble.
Yeah. Well, you can't really compare Emily to Elizabeth, because Elizabeth, you're meant to be... She's basically... Elizabeth is just a giant escort mission. But she's really helpful. She's the best escort mission in the world, because she gives you stuff. She's a fun character. And you fall in love with the character, whereas Emily... She's just quite... She's not a bad character, but they don't really grow on her a lot. They don't really give her a story. I mean, she's just a typical girl who...
Her mum died.
Exactly.
Spoilers.
Yeah, Well, it's in the first, 5 minutes of the game.
So it's not really a spoiler.
Spoilers. Yeah, and she's just a stereotypical nice little girl who you're meant to save and feel sorry for. And it's like... You can't compare them, because Elizabeth, they do so much work on her.
Do you know who voiced her?
Who, Emily?
Emily.
No.
Chloe Grace Moretz. Do you know who that is?
I do not know who that is.
Have you ever seen Kick-Ass?
I have seen... Is that Kicker? Is that Hit Girl?
That's Hit Girl.
Okay, Emily is just amazing. She's better than Elizabeth.
Seriously?
No, of course not. But that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that.
That's the one thing about Dishonored. They got celebrities to do so many of the voicings. And when I'm listening to even a minor character with a little voice, I'm like, is that what I think it is? So, in this round, I would believe...
Oh, Emily won.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth won.
Elizabeth won by a landslide.
No offence, in 5 seconds, she went book or catch. She flung a coin at me. I had 300 coins.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you try doing that, Emily. You bitch.
Now, one of the major thing about both these games is they both have mysterious strangers. Which is not really... It's not...
What do you mean?
Well, I mean like this. With Dishonored,
the
main guy, the stranger...
Yeah.
Not the stranger. He's called the Outsider.
The Outsider.
He's the one who gives your character in Dishonored, Corvo, the powers to become an assassin.
Yeah.
While in Bioshock, we have these two mysterious characters called Lutesses.
The Lutesses, yeah.
The Lutess twins. Who just pop up whenever...
They're fun. But again, they build on... The Lutesses are more fun.
They're more humour.
They are more humorous, yeah. But the Outsider... I don't know how I feel about the Outsider. He's... Well, you don't really see much of him, do you? But then again, you don't really see much of the Lutesses. But the Lutesses are more enjoyable.
To be honest, with the Lutesses, it's a side of finding backstories, like notes, recordings, and stuff to learn more about them.
Yeah.
And when you complete the game and you replay it, and you find the Lutess, you realise there are so many hints.
Yeah, there's so many nice little things. Dishonored. Bioshock is done so well. There's so many nice little things that they add in through the course of the game. It's really well done game. But then again, so is Dishonored.
So for this one, I'd say 50-50.
I'd say the Lutesses have an edge. Just because you don't really see the Outsider that much, and they don't really build on him.
I think in this situation, when Bioshock's got the head lead.
Well, yeah, by 3. But again, I don't know. I do enjoy Dishonored.
But then, when it comes to these games, the main man, your guy, the hero, it comes down to a point of how you want to play the game.
Oh, yes, it does.
With a hero.
Yes,
you could walk in, kick the door in, slam some guy's head in.
Yep.
Rob him.
Yep.
Then smoke a pack of cigarettes.
Obviously.
Now, with Bioshocks, that's pretty much Bioshock Infinite's hero.
But that's less about the hero. That's more about... Actually, no, carry on. Ignore me. Being retarded. Carry on.
Now, Booker.
Yes.
Booker DeWitt.
Yes.
Love this guy.
He's pretty good.
He is not as half as winning as Elizabeth, due to the point that
Did you just say half as winning?
Half as winning?
Yeah. Did you just say that?
Yeah.
That has got to be the oldest meme in the world. Winning. You're like 5 years out of date. Winning. I haven't had anyone use winning in so fucking long. More winning. Oh, that's adorable.
Well, no offence, Elizabeth is in the ranks of winning.
Better. Winning. That's a Charlie Sheen thing.
Well,
winning. Fuck me.
Well, but that's kind of the point. As speaking first person protagonists go, he's less annoying, to be honest.
Who?
Booker. He's less annoying to us. He says
less annoying.
Yeah, well, with Dishonored Corvo.
Yeah.
He's a cool character. He's sly. He's mysterious. He's an assassin.
Yeah.
But he says jack shit.
Yeah, it's not annoying. That's less annoying.
Well, you don't know anything about Corvo, while Booker, half the game is not just exploring Elizabeth, it's exploring his story as well.
Well, yeah, but you find out stuff about Corvo through his life and people, stuff left throughout the game.
Yeah, but with Booker, I think the idea behind Booker is to explore the relationship between him and Elizabeth.
Yeah, well, obviously.
That's probably one of the strong points of the games.
Corvo, his thing is...
Slice, dice, maybe possibly put him in a torture chamber.
His whole story is the relationship between him and his enemy's necks.
Yeah. Do you know what I did love about Booker, though?
What?
Just one of my favourite voice actors, to be honest. Troy Baker did it.
Yeah.
And he's done so much good work.
Troy Baker is a good man. He does a lot of good stuff. For example, give an example. What was it? Oh, so has he been in?
He's been Snow in Final Fantasy. He also did Joel from The Last of Us.
Yes.
There's a theory about The Last of Us in Bioshock Infinite, but we'll do that.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll do that in another show.
Okay.
Now, but with Corvo, like, who has he got to voice? His voices are. Sorry, sounds like he's jerking off. Sounds like he's jerking. Just in the corner. Right. We have to find this.
Admiral, do you hear something?
Even with the mask on.
It's like steams up.
So, who do you think was won that round for...
Well, I don't really think either of them win. Because they're both a bit rubbish. I guess Bioshock wins. Again, they're both sort of really meh, in my opinion.
Well, compared to the other characters, they feel like robots. Saying anything, just standing there.
Yeah.
Like with Booker's official design, we had the voice Troy did was amazing, but when you see Booker for what he really is, he's not really that old for what he should be. While with Corvo, you never see his face. You do see his face on like drawings and art from wanted posters, but that's not much.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
But I'll give Corvo one thing.
What?
And the game, they got the abilities.
The
magic.
Hell yes, they do.
The magic. Like, I agree, Bio's got some good abilities, but the idea of having to wait to get some salt. Now, salt is the main source of your power.
Yep.
Instead of killing people, it gives people powers.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, kids?
Or is it just salt?
Like, the magic in Infinite isn't... Well, it's not really quite magic, is it? It's science!
Yeah, science! Fuck science.
Bio's powers are things from Diggers. Now, from the original Bioshock games, they were called plasmids. And there's a reason why they changed the name.
Yeah.
There's a whole... But that... Spoilers.
Oh. Which name do you prefer?
I prefer plasmids.
I do as well.
Plasmids, because with the Bioshock, it was always...
Yeah, I prefer plasmids. It sounds more fitting.
Well, the plasmids were made by, like, Fink, Luters... Viggers.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're the same thing.
They're the same fucking thing.
They're the same fucking thing.
Literally the same thing.
But they're just done by different people in each world. Now, with the powers in Dishonored, from the which was a gift from the outsider, I think they're more useful.
Oh yeah, well, they need to be, because in Dishonored you're meant to be all snicker snare, and you're meant to use tactic and stuff. Whereas in Bioshock, you're just meant to use your things to just... They're more battle things, whereas in Dishonored it's...
Bio, you're more of the vanguard. You're the vanguard, like, just destroying everything with a fireball, while Dishonored you summon a plague of rats onto them.
It's really... I couldn't think of one power in Dishonored that doesn't fit the game.
Not one?
Not one. Well, because you think about it, bend time, you can slow down and stop time, like... Rats, you can make rats appear and they can go and eat your enemies and stuff, so you don't have to hide the bodies. And there's a blink, there's stuff you can see through walls. Everything really fits the gameplay, no matter how you want to play it. If you want to play it stealthily or...
Well, blink is teleportation, right?
Yeah.
You know, teleportation was originally cancelled from Bioshock.
Why?
Because they feel it would make the character too OP, which I agree with, because if you're in that situation. Oh, yeah. But with Dishonored, it's not really... Blink is not a power, it's your method of transport.
Yeah, you could not get through Dishonored without Blink.
If you try and play it once without Blink, then you're going to be stuck on level 1.
You can do it. Even if you wanted to, literally, even if you wanted to just fucking... not even use it for getting around, just use it for battling and, get people around. You couldn't do it. Battling in Dishonored is so... It's quite hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite hard to do. It's probably because I'm just rubbish.
Well, you never battle anyone, do you?
Well, no, because I'm still on my playthrough. Oh, but I did one mission in a different save file where I did a killing run through, and it's fucking hard. That's probably just because I'm rubbish.
That's the thing. Well, your weapons in Dishonored are very much a sword and a crossbow.
Gun.
It's a crossbow and a gun. Oh yeah, you get a gun as well, don't you?
Yeah, you get a gun and a crossbow. And again, all those are really fit as well. You've got sleeping darts, you've got explosive darts, you've just got normal darts, and you've got bullets and stuff. It's
it takes ages though.
Dishonored combat and it's just Dishonored gameplay is just so well crafted. The magic's well done, very well.
Do you know that the vermin?
Yeah.
Move in Dishonored where you summon the plague of rats.
Plague rats.
I always thought that was a bit familiar with Bioshock, due to the fact I know that Dishonored probably did it first.
The murder of crows.
The murder of crows. And the original plasmid wasn't crows.
What was it?
It was insects.
Oh, that makes sense. I prefer crows.
Same.
It looks cooler.
It looks cooler. Especially with the enemies.
Yeah, definitely. I think Dishonored definitely wins in magic.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Dishonored with magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's always been weird with magic, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Which has just been weird. Like, most games is like, oh, I got this awesome guy. Gunman, swordsman...
Gunman.
Magic?
Yeah, gunman.
I can't think of a normal game, a shooter or a RPG, where you're just a normal guy with a sword, but there's no magic involved.
Oh, there probably is. Do you mean like multiplayer or just the actual story?
Both.
Oh, because I was going to say multiplayer. There's what's it called? Chivalry.
Chivalry?
Yeah, Chivalry. It's a game where it's like medieval stuff. Then again, it's got crossbows in it, so...
I was trying to think...
You can just melee stuff.
I was thinking about Game of Thrones, but then I realised Game of Thrones does have some magic to it.
Yeah. So many people are just going to be like, oh my god, what do you mean there's this in game? I'm like, great.
Great.
We're going to get so much hate because we've forgotten a game. Yeah. Magic in Dishonored is definitely better. It's infinitely better.
Well, powers and the way we fight is like a way of the story, but no story is good without the backstory.
Nice segue.
Thank you. I think I'm winning. I'm winning.
I'm winning, guys.
Not half winning as Elizabeth, though.
Oh no, it's half. Not even half as winning. Fucking winning.
Well,
as you were saying, what were you going to talk about?
Well, with backstory, like Bioshock relies on the same backstory devices like the past Bioshock games. Yeah. Collectible recordings called voxophones. Now, some of you might be answering, and I'm quoting the game now, what's a voxophone?
What's a voxophone?
A voxophone is a device. It's our recording devices, like a tape recorder.
Yeah.
It's basically that, but in their olden time, they've made it into like a record player type thing, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they can't record longer than a minute. A minute, 2 minutes, I'd say. And there's about, I'd say, 60 of these in the game.
60. I remember when you tried to get all of them, and you missed one.
And it was right at the fucking
beginning, and you missed it. That's adorable.
The good thing was when I restarted it counted to the achievement.
It's an achievement?
It's an achievement.
Okay.
So the others were still there.
Yeah.
But I only needed to find that one missing one. And to be honest, they reset where the voxophones are. Yeah. So when I picked one up, I'm like, is it this one? Oh no, I've already got this one. So I'm just trying to find this one voxophone. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I can't go on the internet to find out where it is. 'Cause I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat on games by looking stuff up on the internet.
Oh, I cheat so much. I will try my hardest to do it. Like when I was playing Far Cry 3, there was a mission or something where you're like in a cave. You have to like go through through water, and it's in this cave and stuff. And I could not, for the life of me, do it. Because I tried to do it like all sneakily at first, and I just go in and shoot. But I just kept dying, and I could not do it. So I just eventually gave up and looked it up.
Do you know what I do like about Far Cry 3 though?
What?
The Easter eggs.
Oh yeah, the Easter eggs.
Have you ever seen the Assassin's Creed one?
No.
There's this part of this cave. There's some tech in there, and they've got the I can't remember their company's name, but they were the Templars. Yeah. The Templar symbols are on some of the computers. Oh, right, yeah. So they were trying to do that to make it... Yeah. I thought...
I still haven't 100%ed Far Cry 3.
Well, you know how what happened when I played Far Cry 3, didn't you?
What?
I couldn't find a single fucking goat, so I played the entire game with one gun.
Oh, yeah!
I found one goat at the beginning, and I saw this...
I could not find another fucker.
I saw this one goat at the beginning, and I saw this child and this guy standing right next to it, and I thought... That's their goat. I can't kill their goat. I'll kill a wild goat. I'm not going to kill their goat. Because for all they know, they might need that goat.
And so you played the game with one gun.
And do you know what gun it was?
What?
Sniper.
Nice. I've created the best strategy in Far Cry 3 when you're trying to take out a base sneakily. What you do, you have a sniper rifle, but you don't put a silencer on it. So you go up on a hill, basically.
You get silencers?
Yeah, for sniper rifle. Yeah. It's like one of the main things.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Then you go up on the hill and you snipe a guy, get a headshot, and this is what if you want to get the most XP and do it sneakily. And so they hear it, and everyone in the base runs out, and you just move to another part of the hill up high, and you hide and just wait for them all to go back into their base. And then as they're all turning around, you run down and shank a guy, and then run back up and do it again, and just keep repeating until you've cleared the base. And it works. It really works.
Do you know what annoys me about Far Cry 3 though?
What?
They have some good... Like in most games, they have a character that's not really rated that much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be honest, my favourite character in that game is Buck.
Oh! Which one's Buck?
Buck is... to be honest, he's the third... Antagonist, yeah. He's the third one, and he's the Australian one.
Oh! I love him!
The Australian hitman.
He's great.
He made the best...
He's great, and they killed him off.
They killed him off. Spoilers. Too early.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. He had the funniest missions ever.
He was fun. And they killed him off, and no one rates him, because everyone was like, oh, Voss. Which, granted, Voss is pretty cool.
Mm. You have to get on the cover to get credit, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Was that supposed to be Jason on the cover as well?
I'm not sure. It looks a bit like Booker.
Don't it?
It does look a bit like Booker.
Probably one of them tears.
Speaking of, what were we talking about voxophones? Tangent.
Yeah, the voxophones.
The voxophones.
Anyways, yeah, you hunt these down, and it's easy to miss a lot of them. Yeah. And doing so, you miss a lot of the game's backstory. And if you get them all and listen to every single voxophone,
then you get an achievement.
Yeah, you get an achievement, and you get some self-relief of what you've done in your life.
Yep.
But I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Oh God. Oh dear. What have you done?
Sorry, I dropped the papers.
Oh, God's sake.
Now, with Dishonored's one...
Yes.
They have the heart, don't they?
Yeah.
You just carry around a human heart casually.
You just carry around.
And it just whispers to you like...
Oh, that's because it's a magic heart.
Oh, we're back to magic, are we?
Magic. Again! The heart is so fucking useful. Because it helps you locate runes which you need to upgrade, and bone charms which are like perks, and it tells you stuff about characters and the sort.
Do you know what creeps me out about that heart though? Do you know whose heart that is?
It's the Queen.
The Empress.
Yeah, it's the Empress's heart, and that's why it's in her voice, and she has an opinion on everything.
So he just carries
the whole city.
So he carries around his former employer's heart, just whispering to like. Don't go over there.
Don't go over there. Find this ruin.
Find this ruin. You've already got this ruin.
Oh no, yeah, no, the heart's cool. The heart's cooler than fucking voxophones.
I agree. Because it's more useful while the voxophone does not help you with any magic.
Yeah. Also, Dishonored has stuff that's like voxophones. I can't remember exactly what they're like voxophones.
They're letters, weren't they?
Well, no, there's letters, but there's also voice recordings from people as well. I can't remember what they're called, but anyway.
Yeah, to be honest, in this situation, I agree to disagree. In combat situations, if you want to just go through the storyline, it's Dishonored.
Dishonored's great.
If you want to have a backstory towards the game, then I'd suggest it's Bioshock.
Yeah, but
Bioshock's more
does that as well.
Kind of.
Well, yeah. So it doesn't go as in depth.
Yeah, but with Bioshock, you can re-listen to old voxophones.
Yeah. Excuse me. Fine, I'm fine. Right. What next? What else have you got for me? What did you do?
I dropped the papers again.
Right. Stop dropping the papers. Staple them to your desk or something. Seriously.
1 sec. I'll find one then.
Good. Background noise to make it seem like we're doing stuff. Background noise. Yeah.
I found a paperclip.
You found a paperclip?
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
Well, it's one.
Okay.
One paperclip.
Right, fine, just use that then. Just don't drop it on the floor, just leave it on your desk.
It's a short desk, though.
Right. What was your next point?
My next point...
The next point.
...is the mechanical beasties.
Mechanical beasties. Oh, come on. Wait, if you're... What do you mean?
Well, the mechanical beasties.
Yeah.
In... how to describe this?
Do you mean the presidents in Bioshock? The robot Bioshock presidents?
Yeah. They're cool, but they're annoying as well.
Oh, yeah, they're very annoying. But then again, you get to fight a mechanical Abe Lincoln. And, who doesn't want to fucking do that? Abe Lincoln. No, but, come on, Tall Boys. Tall Boys look cooler.
They look cooler. How do you kill them?
Cooler. What do you mean?
How do you kill... I've never been able to kill
them. They've got, whale oil tanks on the back of their thing.
You have to shoot the whale oil.
It's really dodgy. Well, I think, yeah, you can either explode them or you can jump on top of them and stab the guys in it.
Can you get in the suit?
No, you can't get in a Tall Boy suit, no. Which I wish. Remember, the weapons from Dishonored, from Tall Boys are cooler as well. Because Tall Boys fucking shoot rockets. They shoot rockets.
True, while Abe just has a minigun.
Yeah.
And you can take that away from him after he's fucking dead.
Oh, yeah, but then again, that's quite useful.
I do love it when you kill one, though, when they get to points of damaging point where the mask falls off and you can see the exo-mechanical skeleton.
Yeah.
And they're just preaching about something.
You with your big words, exo-mechanical. Exo-mechanical, with your big words. What were you saying?
What was I saying?
I don't know, something about miniguns.
What, miniguns? Well, it's a good weapon to have after you've taken it from the enemy.
Yep.
It's kind of useless as well.
What do you mean it's kind of useless?
Well, ammunition.
Ammunition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you don't drop any of the guns though if you pick it up, right?
No, you drop a gun.
Do you? Oh, that's shit. But then again, you can. If there's a big room of enemies, you can use that and then just run back and pick it up. But depends how you want to play it.
Well, when I play Bio, I go for the old good ones. I like to go for a sniper because I love sniping people.
Yeah. And
the good old machine gun.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what type of damage you're trying to get on the enemies.
Yeah. I like Tall Boys though. Like the sound they make, they just look fucking cool as well. And they shoot rockets.
Yeah.
But they're
no Abraham.
They're no Abraham Lincoln. See, the mechanical automatons in Bioshock, they're quite finicky and they're hard to deal with, which suits the game, which suits the style of the game because it's very shooty and stuff. It's like having almost not like a mini boss. It's sort of like having a mini boss every now and again, which is nice because it fits the style. It ups the difficulty a bit for that specific area. Whereas, so you can't really compare them because they're very different games.
Good point. Well, both enemies are kind of the same, to be honest. They're all under the influence of a Zelok. When they just don't know what to do. They're just following the master's instructions.
Well, no, because tall boys are controlled by people. Yeah, they've got people up there. They've got people up in the people control the tall boys.
Oh yeah, sorry. While Abraham is just tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Free the slaves!
Free the slaves, guys. We can do it.
We can do it.
No, in my opinion, I think tall boys are cooler. What do you think?
I'm with you, tall boys.
Tall boys are pretty cool.
Tall boys.
Plus, they look fucking cool. Right, what next?
Well, we can go back. That out. We can go back to one of our early talks. Choices.
Their choices.
Like most choices.
But you don't even get choices in Dishonored, do you? There's like little choices, but they don't affect the story, as you said.
Yeah. Well, Dishonored, your choices is just how you kill.
Oh no, or you cannot kill at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And depending on the ending,
it's literally built around. Dishonored is literally built around choice. It's about the moral of the player and how you want to deal with the city, and how you want it to like affect afterwards.
Yeah.
And how you want to like call her betrayed, because like if you play it stealthily, he's like portrayed as this guy who like he's this peaceful man who just wanted to like reclaim his thing. Whereas his like title, if you play it where he kills everyone, he's like this whole menace that was like just sought on revenge.
Yeah.
Whereas Dishonored doesn't. Whereas Bioshock, it doesn't even matter.
I think that's the idea of the title, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Dishonored. Where if you play it without killing.
Just got that.
No, no. But the idea is, if you play it on a peaceful way, you've been dishonoured.
Yeah.
And you're trying to reclaim that honour.
Yeah.
While
that's clever. See, look at you. Whereas if when you do it and if you go around murdering people, it's like you had honour, but you've like dishonoured yourself. Ah, that's cool. I never even thought of it that way.
While Infinite, all your only main choices are, hey Booker, what should I go for? The bird or the cage?
Does that affect the story in any way?
No. No way at all.
Not even
just how pretty she looks.
She looks pretty. Which one did you choose?
Well, I always go for the bird. The bird is the main secret.
I think the cage looks cooler. Yeah. No, Dishonored wins. Dishonored wins choices.
Yeah, with choices. Well, like we said, Dishonored is a game full.
It is a game for choices. Literally, it's built around
choices. And the choices are determined.
Yep.
Determined on the actions you point.
Determined on the actions.
Like we said, killing.
Yeah.
You're an assassin. It's the idea of what are you going to be, the assassin, or are you going to be the guy who fixes everything?
Yeah.
The fixer.
The fixerer.
And with Infinite's battle plan, we said, it's Vanguard. Just break in, shoot every fucker you see. Booker catch. She throws 600 coins at you. Have a sandwich.
Thanks.
Have a sandwich.
Have a sandwich. Carry on.
Next room.
Exactly. No. I like Dishonored. Dishonored is pretty good because you get it. You get a choice. Whereas Bioshock, you just literally have to go and you shoot fucking shit up. You kill everyone.
And it's not stealth kills. There's no stealth kills.
No. Well, there's stuff you drop down from above. They already probably know you're there. Whereas, it's like, no,
I love
Dishonored wins.
I do love it in Dishonored when you do sneak up on someone and you disappear and where did they go?
I know, it's very fun. But Bioshock, the combat isn't as fun. Like, even if you do play Dishonored as a guy that goes around killing everyone, it's not as fun.
I know what you mean. You can possess
you can possess people.
In both games you can, while Bioshock is just trying to get a helper.
Yeah.
While in Dishonored it's possess.
Now, Dishonored has a lot more, and it has a lot more combat options as well. It's a lot. You can still be sneaky, but you can be like a ninja where you sneak up and kill people. Sneaky. Yeah, exactly. And you can you can shoot people. You can set up things so you can attract people somewhere, and then you can blow them all up, or you can go in there, get guns blazing.
You can get loads of whale oil.
Exactly.
Make a barricade, get the enemies towards it, fire one arrow, bang, 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 you've just killed half your enemies.
Exactly. Or you can summon plague rats. There's a lot more options, and it's just more fun. Because it's different every time, whereas in Bioshock, it does get repetitive. Because you're literally just going... Bioshock's very linear. And although you can go back through the story and stuff, it's still very linear. You have to go a certain way, and you have to go room to room, clearing out enemies to continue the game. Whereas Bioshock, you can literally skip half the map and not do any of the stuff you wanted to do, get in, do what you wanted to do, and be out and not even interact with anyone else.
Well, both games are more upon how you explore them.
Oh yeah.
Like with
Definitely.
Bio, do you know what makes me laugh about Bioshock?
What?
Now, there's a section of this game, in the city, where it's all poor.
Yeah.
You can look through trash cans and I can find 50 coins.
Yeah, I don't get that.
So half the poor aren't looking... The poor aren't looking for...
Yeah, they're not looking for it in trash cans.
It reminds me of this... Yeah, it reminds me of this guy in my college class. In my class, Mark's class. He believes this.
What?
We had to have a debate in English, in an English lesson.
Yeah.
Do we legalise drugs? Back to drugs, kids.
Back to drugs.
And what made me laugh is, he said this.
What?
He's standing for legalise it, I'm illegalising it.
Yeah, I think it should be illegal.
It should be illegal. And he said this, but I was like, okay, Mo, his name's Mohammed.
Yeah.
He said it would infect, he said it doesn't matter if that, because it doesn't infect people like children. I said, yes, Mo, it's going to infect the children.
Yeah.
How children do it.
Of course it fucking affects the children. Mo. Even if it's like only second hand.
Yeah, like fucking Sarah Jane, she knows enough.
Yeah, like there's this guy on YouTube, and he did that argument like between himself, where it's like whether they should legalise or not, and he made the point that children are always going to try illegal things. I like this point because like not many people think of it. It's like children are always going to try illegal things. So all the other illegal things, they're really dangerous.
Yeah.
Whereas marijuana isn't like as dangerous as other things. So it's better that they try that. Because they're always going to do illegal things, aren't they? They're always going to drink underage and they're always going to try drugs.
Do you know what made me laugh about it, though? With Mo?
What?
He didn't think about other drugs, he was only thinking about weed. And at the time...
That made other people be like, oh yeah, well this drug...
And then then I had to say the word crack. Then he brought up then we got into the discussion of crack. He said this: drugs would most people can't find a job.
Yeah.
This is back to the poor.
Yeah.
Most people can't find jobs. Maybe drugs give them that light of confidence.
Yeah.
He went, drugs will help people go find a job. They'll go to the job centre. And I was like,
fuck off.
Now this is what makes me laugh. Most people go to the job centre to get their job seekers allowance, so they're going to use that on crack, smoke the crack, then go back to the job centre to get some more money for more crack.
Oh, we're not going to go into benefits. Oh, no, let's not do it. No, not doing it. I'll get too angry. Right. What are we talking about? Dishonored. Killing people. Right, I think Dishonored wins. In terms of the action,
Dishonored wins.
Dishonored wins. It's more fun. It just feels nicer.
It does.
Because when you finally get a kill, or you like successfully get someone, you feel so accomplished, and you're like, I finally fucking did it.
After that, you can also choose
Whereas
what you do with the body.
You're just like, bang.
And you can choose what you do with the bodies.
Oh yeah, you can like throw them off and it'll feed them to rats or whatever. So much fun.
Right. Now, every game, no hero, or sidekick is nothing without the villain. And to be honest, when it comes down to it, I don't know why we're discussing this. I'm with Bioshock.
Yeah.
Because 3 words: Zachary Hale Comstock.
Mm-hmm.
The man is the main villain for Bioshock.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't even call him a villain. I wouldn't call him a villain.
What, Comstock?
Yeah, I wouldn't really call him a villain.
Well, he is, in a sense, a villain.
He's his own...
Well, he's an antagonist, as you said.
Yeah.
He goes against the hero's wishes.
Yeah.
So technically he's the antagonist.
Well, he's the opposite of the hero. When Booker's really a rogue badass, while Comstock is the white light of the good. He's pretty much every religion. He's like the forefather of religion. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we judging this on? Are we judging this on a basis of evil or enjoyability of the villain?
We'll start with enjoyability, to be honest.
Enjoyability? Oh yeah, definitely Comstock. Because with the Lord Regents from Dishonored, you don't basically get to know anything about his character.
Yeah, all you know is they backstab you.
He's just a magic... But in terms of being evil, the Lord Regent is a massive fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
And spoilers, there are other villains throughout the game that are...
even bigger dickheads.
Yes, are even bigger dickheads. So, in terms of evil, Dishonored wins. Because... No, you go ahead.
Dishonored, you've been Dishonored. It shouldn't be even called Dishonored. The game should be called Backstab.
It should be called Back... It makes more sense.
Backstab.
Just backstab.
You've always been betrayed, and you're stabbing people in the back.
No, because the Lord Regent, he's so fucking evil. He's like, he sent so many people to die, and he's like, he doesn't care about the disease and stuff. He wants loads of people to die in his city and stuff. So he is technically more evil than Comstock. Because the Lord Regent must have killed thousands of people. Not directly, but indirectly through his actions. He's killed thousands of people.
Yeah, I won't agree with that. Comstock hasn't really killed anyone. He's just,
as I said, he's an antagonist.
He's made heaven. He's made heaven.
Yeah.
He's got his heaven in the sky.
But it's not for black people.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. He's made heaven, not for black people.
Yeah, but that's not another thing that gets me. Most people think Bioshock is a racist game. It's not a racist
game. It has racist characters.
It's for back in the time. Because the timeline of Bioshock Infinite is 1912.
Yeah.
That's the time when everyone was like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's not really a racist game.
That's another thing to do with the choices. That was a choice where you could throw the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter at all.
Well, it doesn't really matter, but there is an option.
What?
If you decide to throw the ball at the guy who says throw the ball at the couple,
yeah.
Then later on you'll meet the couple, and they'll give you something.
Oh!
It doesn't really affect it as much, but...
Oh, fair. Well, yeah, true, fair enough. It's better than fucking which necklace Emily chooses.
Elizabeth.
Shut up. I know.
Elizabeth.
I know. Yeah, no. So what are we judging this on?
When it comes with evil, it's the Lord Regent. With enjoyment,
Lord Regent is evil,
and with Comstock, it's enjoyment.
He's an enjoyable character because you enjoy to hate him because you get to actually know his character through what everyone said about him. Whereas the Lord Regent, everyone's just like, he's a dick.
Nah,
he's a dick.
He has a mistress, and just like
exactly. I don't know. No, Lord Regent's more evil. It depends how you want to.
Should we go 50-50?
Judge evil. Yeah, sure. We'll agree to disagree on this one.
2 points for each one.
Yeah. Okay. What is the scoring right now? Who's winning? I think Bioshock's winning. I wasn't keeping count. Well, what did we do? What did we do? We did the place.
The place was Columbia. Bioshock 1 point.
Yep. We did the place. We did the hero,
which was Corvo, I think.
Which was Corvo.
So we've got 2 to Bio because of Elizabeth.
Oh, and Elizabeth. Yeah. So 2 Bio. We did strangers. We did Greed and Lutetius. So 3-1. The
2,
hero
we went Corvo.
Yeah. Magic
3-3.
Yeah. So okay, and then few communicator. Dishonored wins.
Dishonored, so it's 4 to Dishonored.
All the top of we did Tall Boys.
5.
Choices, we did Dishonored. 6. Action, we did Dishonored. 7. And then villain with 50-50. So we'll just say it's 7, what? 7-3?
It's 7-3, yeah. So Dishonored's in the sky right now.
I fucking love Dishonored so much.
Now...
You've sort of been on the side of Bioshock, and I've been on the side of Dishonored.
Yeah. But I've had to agree with you, agree to disagree, because you've been making valid points.
Well, everyone is your favourite game, isn't it? It's like one of your favourite games, if not your favourite.
No offence, if you go to a comic book convention, buy an Elizabeth action figure, and then for Christmas you get the cover, the art of Bioshock Infinite, and it just amazes you and it inspires you to do more arty stuff, then... Of course, it's going to be a favourite game.
Yeah, we have gone way over time. I've just looked at the recording. We have gone way... This was meant to be like a half an hour thing. Oh, well, guess it's an hour podcast. Carry on.
Now, when I love Bio, it's not... They have the biggest flaws, like the combat may be shit in some points, but the storyline...
Yeah.
Now, the story... You think you've got your simple storyline... In both games, there is... In Dishonored, there is this as well.
Yeah.
The twist.
The twist.
And should we say this? Because I'm worried about spoiling.
Well, if you got this far, you've had some spoilers for you. Okay. From here on out, there will be massive... Is there any other point of the thing you wanted to do beforehand? Like, any other point of either game you wanted to point out? Any other, thing?
I think we've gone through it all.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. So, okay.
The twist.
From here on out, there will be massive spoilers, okay?
Spoilers.
Massive spoilers. Prepare for spoilers of the games.
Now, with Bio, this will fucking amaze you.
Yep.
Booker,
yes,
your character,
yes,
is actually Comstock.
What?
Dun, dun,
dun. I don't get it.
Never will I.
No.
It's actually... But this is the idea. Booker and Comstock,
yes,
after a battle of Wounded Knee, which was them in the war, one took baptism?
Yes, baptism.
And one didn't. Comstock was reborn again.
Okay.
So he didn't become Booker DeWitt. He changed his name to Zachary Hale Comstock.
Yeah.
While Booker decided to become the same rogue.
Okay.
And each person's path went a different way. Now, this wasn't in the same timeline. They were in different dimensions at the time.
Okay. Alright. So they're in different dimensions.
While Booker
Yeah.
is having a life,
Yeah.
he's had a wife who lost her life, giving birth to his daughter.
Yes.
Giving birth to a daughter.
Yeah.
While Zachary has been busy trying to build his heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Then the major part about this, while Zachary's making heaven, he's stumbling upon these things called tears, like what Elizabeth can open.
Yeah.
He's using the tears to alternate, because the tears are actually looking into our real world.
Yeah.
And he's using these ideas from the real world to create an early stage of heaven.
Oh,
like flying cities.
That's how Columbia was made.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
And while he's doing all this research, he's got also have a wife.
Yeah.
And he's had the Lutece twins helping him along the way. He's still doing this while Booker, he's gambling, he's drinking. He's meant to be becoming a shadow of what he was.
Yeah. Does he live in the shadows?
He lives in the shadows.
He lives in the shadows. That's a story for another podcast.
We don't want to get into that.
No, too much time.
And while Booker's doing that, he's getting himself into debt.
Yeah.
Now, Zachary, with all this time, he's been trying to make heaven with the tears. He's unable to him and his wife.
Bear. They're unable to bear a child, you mean? Is that it?
Oh, I'm an art student.
I know. I'm an English language student. Do you mean bear a child?
But to bear a child.
There you go.
He can't bear a child. His wife can, he can't.
Yeah.
Now, Comstock travels through...
into an alternate dimension.
To Booker's dimension.
And he steals a child.
And he takes the child.
What a dick!
Takes the child. Well, he doesn't steal the child. One of the Lutece twins...
Technically, it's his child.
Yeah, in some fucked up universe. In some universe, it's
Yeah.
his child. But the Lutece twins make a deal.
The what twins? The
Lutece.
Oh, there you go.
They make a deal with Booker, and this is one of the major lines of the entire game in Bioshock. Give us the girl and wipe away the debt.
That's what they says at the beginning, or whenever you die.
No, when you die, you just...
when you die, you end up in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear parts of in the storyline, give us the girl and wipe away the debt.
Yeah.
Now, with the girl, Booker agrees, but halfway, an hour later, Booker thinks I've made a mistake.
Yeah.
So he goes to... And then he has this confrontation. Comstock, you see this portal, where Comstock's through there, and the Lutece twins. One of them's there, and one of them's with you.
Okay.
Where he's walking through, and you're like, no, I want my... He's like, Booker's like,
I want my daughter.
I want my baby back.
I want my baby.
I want my baba back. And they're just fighting over this child, and the tear's closing, and the only thing... But they get the child.
Yeah.
And the only thing that Booker gets after his child is a pinky.
Ah, and that's why she wears the thimble.
Yes.
Holy
Elizabeth,
shit. Yes.
His daughter is Booker's daughter.
So how does Booker then get into that dimension?
The Comstock...
Yes.
Comstock, to hide his secret, because he's made Elizabeth, this child, or in Booker's world, Anna.
Yeah.
He said that his wife gave birth to a miracle child, so she was only pregnant for a week, and then after a week the child just came.
Yeah.
It's like a gift from God.
Yeah. Which didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Comstock's wife, Lady Comstock, believed it was his bastard with one of the Lutece twins.
Ah.
I should tell you the Lutece...
Wait, so she didn't know? She didn't know that it was...
No, she thought it was a bastard child.
Ah, okay.
You would notice, it's not Ginger.
True.
And basically, Comstock has to cover his tracks. He kills his wife and blames it on a servant girl who works there. And that's the reason why most of... There's a part of Columbia that's rebelling.
Yeah.
The Fox.
Yeah,
the Vox Populi.
Populi.
And their leader is Daisy Fitzroy.
Yep.
Fitzroy was the one who's got blamed.
Uh-huh.
That's why she's rebelling.
Yeah, that's why.
And Comstock also kills the Lutece twins.
Mm.
But the Lutece twins have, due to their research, have got some fragments left. So they're appearing.
Yeah.
And somehow they've got past Booker's world and brought him along. They said, we can get your daughter back.
Yeah.
So Booker's agreed. But going through the tear has left his mind in disarray.
Yeah.
So he can't remember. So, like the main quote of one of the games, of this game, the mind of the subject will find it hard to create new memories when none exist.
Mm.
So he's lost his memory. The only words he remembers is, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. So he thinks he's going to Colombia to get Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know it's really a rescue mission to get his daughter back.
I get it. So what was the original debt?
The original debt was gambling.
Oh, okay.
Booker just gambled.
I thought it was going to be something more mystical there.
No.
It was just a gambler.
Booking tickets.
That's fine.
He was a booker.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Right, should I explain Dishonored? The twist in Dishonored?
Well, yeah, Bioshock's been pretty much covered, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. The twist in Dishonored is the people you're working with betray you.
Dun, dun, dun!
That's it. Yep. The people you're working with through basically the first half of the game betray you because, shockingly, they want to become king of the city. Dun dun dun. That's it.
They were using you.
Mm. I feel like Bioshock wins a bit there.
Yeah, you fought.
Yeah, with the twist. Yeah.
No offence, with Dishonored, it wasn't a twist. It's not even a twist.
It was really obvious. Like, if you look at the characters, what was the first guy called?
Admiral Havelock.
The Admiral and Lord Pendleton. They look like dickheads from the start. Like, literally, Lord Pendleton looks like just a douchebag.
He hires you to kill his own fucking brothers. Of course he's going to be a dickhead.
I know. So, he's just a mess. They look a dickhead, so it's not really a twist. It's sort of a twist, but it's not really a twist. So, I'd give that point to Bioshock.
And if we look at our tally...
I feel like Dishonored won. Because I know Bioshock, they're both very good games. I just really prefer Bioshock.
Do you? Bioshock?
I really prefer Bioshock. It's as though the story isn't as fun. I'm not as bothered as I should be, I think. I prefer... Well, the gameplay, like, you can play... If you want to play as a stealthy, non-kill, non-scene thing, it's like a 12 to 16 hour game. Where, as I said, it really depends on how you do. And it's so much fun to play.
So you like Dishonored? That's why you like Dishonored?
Yeah. It's a really fun game to play, whereas... Like, the whole time, I've never been bored while playing Dishonored. Whereas in...
Bioshock... Do you know what's so fun? I'll say this.
What?
I lent him Bioshock Infinite, and I couldn't last a day without it. I gave it to him. I sat in my house, just sitting there.
So, and you just, yeah.
I was so bored, because I was
You asked that for me, like, the next week. Within the next week, yeah.
Well, it's not just you. I did it to Emily.
Oh, yeah, and she had to give it back as well. It's adorable.
And I gave it to a guy in college. I want it back now.
I want it back.
I'm missing my game now.
Want it back. Want it back. Okay. I feel like that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Nearly an hour and 20 minutes.
Sorry for wasting your time.
I apologise for wasting your time. Tune in next time.
We've been the Skeptics.
We've been the Skeptics. See you next time. Shit. 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 Shit.